The curtain will close on the Pittsburgh Playhouse in Oakland, and construction begins to move downtown after Governor Corbett's presentation of a $5 million state redevelopment grant. Point News decided to look into this matter. Now the current personal income tax stands at 3.07% under Governor Corbett. This means that you will be paying a flat rate whether you make $10 an hour or $20 an hour. The eventual relocation of the Playhouse is causing student concern about the future of the Oakland shuttles. This construction project behind me is ongoing outside of Consol Energy Center, but it's not the only one. If you go about 2 miles towards Duquesne University on Boulevard of the Allies, another project is ongoing there, and it won't be done until mid-November. But it doesn't stop there. Take another trip about 2 to 3 miles into the city, where part of Forbes Avenue will be closed until May of 2015. And Pittsburgh drivers just want to know when all this construction will finally end. 900,000 Americans have served and contributed over 1.2 billion hours of service. And today, President Obama welcomes the 2014 class of AmeriCorps to the White House South Lawn. Murraysville residents are advised to take caution because it's these waters here that can cause some major house and road flooding as this weekend's storms approach. The harsh winter has only caused more frustration for Pittsburgh drivers as potholes like this become more common in the area, and to the dismay of Pittsburghers, aren't getting fixed. Democratic nominee Tom Wolf has said he wants to restructure the state's personal income tax, but Tom Corbett says his opponent's plan is short on specifics.
Because again, I demonstrated he will not tell the voter what he's going to do.
I think I've been as specific as I can possibly be.
Corbett went on to say that Wolf's plans for Pennsylvania just don't add up.
We've looked at it. We believe in order to do all the spending that he wants to do, that he would have to raise taxes to about 8 or 9%. I think Commonwealth Foundation said that he would be doubling the taxes.
Point News decided to look into this matter. Now the current personal income tax stands at 3.07% under Governor Corbett. This means that you will be paying a flat rate whether you make $10 an hour or $20 an hour. According to Tom Wolf's website, he wants to give the middle class a tax cut by implementing a progressive tax, which means the tax rate will be based on your income. What Wolf hasn't said yet is how much it's going to cost you. As for the specifics, this is what he's willing to share.
I want to be honest with this. If you're making, as an individual, $70,000 or $80,000 or $90,000, you're not going to pay more.
Tom Wolf has said in order to provide more specifics, he would need access to information that he can only get if elected. Reporting for Point News, I'm Kelsie Metzgar. Back-to-back Bucktober seasons has put the North Shore on the map, and now local establishments are banking on the Bucks.
There's a lot more, crowds, a lot more business, a lot more spread around here, and as you can see, isn't affected. Other businesses are coming in here, and it's now a draw, and a lot of people want to be a part of it again.
2013 marked the end of a drought not only for the Pirates, but for local businesses like McFadden's on the North Shore.
For a long time down here, people who worked in bars was just, okay, when's Steeler game going to get here? And Pirate season just kind of got you through the summer. But now, with the differences between having 8 home Steeler games, you have 81 home Pirate games.
In their first winning season in 20 years, the Pirates had a 13.7% increase in attendance, and this year's Bucks hit the milestone on their last regular season game at PNC Park. 2,442,564 fans came to PNC Park in 2014, the most ever in one season, and businesses say it's made the difference.
It's made a huge jump for us. TV T-shirts and the firework nights, where we still had a pretty good draw to add on to our Friday and Saturday nights, but the big difference I see the most is during the weekdays.
With the Pirates on the rise for the past few years, the North Shore economy is counting on the Bucks and fans to continue to bring in business.
It's just better for everybody, better for the Pirates, better for the businesses down here, just better all around.
Reporting for Point News, I'm Kelsie Metzgar. Between 15 and 20,000 people swarm the south side streets every Friday and Saturday night, creating significant transportation and safety issues. For the past 2 years, City Council President Bruce Krause has been working with the Responsible Hospitality Institute and President Jim Peters to find ways to manage the bustling nightlife. The first step is tackling what he calls the transportation nightmare along East Carson Street.
If you stick around here late at night on a Friday or Saturday when it's the most populated, it's terrible. Getting out here is a mess.
Peter says what is launching this March is a coordinated transportation hub where cabs can pull in and queue up just like at an airport. The Carson Street Initiative is the first test project to see what works and how solutions can be implemented in other neighborhoods.
Some of the supervisors at Zone 3 were tasked with coming up with some ideas One of the suggestions was that we implemented taxi stands, have cab stands available, maybe on 12th Street, one at 18th Street, and then one further up by 22nd Street, so that it would be easier for people to go and get taxis.
The cab service in Pittsburgh doesn't really exist. Anywhere else you go, there's cabs lined up outside, and I think it would create a much safer environment and a much more enjoyable environment for everybody if they had that in place.
Transportation is just the first phase within the larger plan concerning Southside hospitality, development, and safety. Reporting for Point News, I'm Kelsie Metzgar. Both functional and a work of art, this bike rack here is just part of the Cultural District's latest movement. Karen Mintzmore is one of 5 artists who designed a bike rack along Penn Avenue. The bike art racks, which are fully functional, are the first phase of the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust's new public art initiative.
I took a symbol like you would see on a weather forecast, and so this is the symbol for a thunderstorm. The weather is something that ties all different kinds of bicyclists together, whether you're a commuter or a professional bike racer.
Mayor Peduto thanked the artists for their unique contributions. He says he wants to bring more art like the city bike racks to residents in other neighborhoods.
You know, first off, it's public space. You know, this belongs to the people. This is the day-to-day things that you often don't think about, but the ways that we can do simple improvements to really make it special and unique.
For these local artists, though, it's a permanent display of their work for the city to enjoy.
It's unreal. I've never thought I'd have kind of a permanent piece in a cultural district. I've had some temporary installations downtown, which is a wonderful feeling, but kind of leaving a little mark here with the bike rack, people can use it. It's great. It's a great feeling.
Whenever you can do a permanent piece of artwork that's part of your hometown, it makes you feel great.
Look for the next installation of bike racks on Penn Avenue by the end of 2015. Reporting for Point News, I'm Kelsie Metzgar.